40 years ago, this place was almost empty. No skyscrapers, no metro lines, no massive urban life like today. This is Shanghai, now home to nearly 18 million people and one of the fastest growing cities in the world. In 1980, its population was only about 30,000. No other city in China has transformed this quickly on such a huge scale. It is often called a man-made megacity. China today is one of the world's biggest manufacturing powers, driven by long-term planning, discipline, and strategy. While Western economies face constant crises, China's system continues to run steadily. Shenzhen stands at the center of this transformation, producing and developing the technologies of the future. But how did a small fishing village become China's tech capital? In 1980, Shanghai was just a border town near Hong Kong. Then it was chosen as China's first special economic zone. Taxes were reduced, investors were invited, and new factories were built. In just a few decades, the city exploded in growth, with skyscrapers rising across every district, many over 200 meters tall. Skyscrapers, malls, offices, and parks were planned together so people could both work and relax. Later, China encouraged migration from all over the country. In a few years, Shenzhen was filled with migrants. Birth rates are low because most people come for their dreams. About 90% of its 18 million residents are from other cities, and there are almost no native Shenzheners. People come for better jobs, higher salaries, and modern life. But competition is intense. To survive, people work 9 to 9, 6 days a week. While the West focuses on comfort and individuality, China is driven by production. Millions work non-stop to strengthen the country. Shanghai is often seen as a proof of China's rapid capitalist-style growth, tested through this city and scaled nationwide. Today, it has one of the most advanced metro systems in Asia. The rail network exceeds 500 kilometers and keeps expanding, connecting Shanghai with Hong Kong and other major regions within hours. Every metro and train station looks like a shopping mall. The interiors are wide and spacious, designed for comfort. Because public transport is so advanced, people rarely feel the need to use private cars. During New Year's, Shenzhen's metro carried around 11 million passengers in a single day, setting a global record. To use the metro, passengers simply buy tickets from these machines. Even during a normal metro ride in Shenzhen, you can directly experience how technologically advanced China is compared to much of the world. For example, these yellow autonomous delivery vehicles have no driver. They are designed not for transporting people, but for delivering food and packages over short distances. This is another example of autonomous technology in China. It is an electric driverless minibus used for public transport. If you see one in traffic, it is important to keep distance, as it operates entirely through software. There's also an autonomous street cleaning vehicle used on busy roads. An eco-friendly, electric driverless cleaning machine. Impressive, right? It runs on electricity, reduces pollution, and performs tasks without human labor, showing how deeply AI is integrated into daily life in China. Shanghai is often called China's Silicon Valley. It is where hardware, software, AI, and robotics are developed, tested, and launched. Engineers can turn ideas into real products within weeks, test them with the public, and scale successful ones into mass production for global markets. Even though traffic is still heavy due to the huge population, multi-lane complex road systems help minimize congestion. Today, Shanghai is home to major tech giants like Huawei, Tencent, and BYD. BYD also exports vehicles worldwide from this city. And brands like BYD and Chery are increasingly challenging Western car manufacturers on a global scale. Western buyers are increasingly choosing Chinese cars for their comfort and low price, often nearly half the cost of competitors. This is driven by highly efficient large-scale production. Factory wages in Europe can reach around 3,000 euros, while in China they are much lower, enabling cheaper mass manufacturing. Combined with scale, this allows China to produce advanced vehicles at lower prices. Chinese cars now look futuristic, and the country also leads in phones, drones, chips, and batteries, supplying key global technologies. In Shenzhen, 18 million people live a fast-paced life where QR payments dominate and cash is rarely used. The city offers diverse Chinese food that is cheap and quick. Despite its industrial image, it also has modern parks where people relax, exercise, and unwind after work. Shanghai is not just a place to work and earn money, it is also a livable city where families can enjoy life. People exercise in parks, go for evening walks, and simply relax outdoors. One of the biggest downsides is the overwhelming population density. No matter where you go, there is constant movement and crowds. Privacy and individuality are limited, and it is almost impossible to find true solitude in the city. Most buildings are around 20 stories high, and because they are built very close to each other, privacy inside homes is also limited. In some cases, you can even see into neighboring apartments. Still, the people of Shanghai appear calm and satisfied. They are used to living in dense urban environments and generally follow their routines without conflict or disturbance. In Shenzhen, life doesn't stop at night. The city stays active 24/7. If you are looking for nightlife, you will find a city that never truly sleeps. There are shopping malls filled with Western brands, families walking together, and people enjoying food at all hours. In my opinion, this could easily be one of the top 5 most advanced cities in the world today. Everything you would expect from a highly developed city can be found in Shenzhen. In this video, we explored Shenzhen and showed real examples of everyday life in the city.